welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I thought for Jackie I would make a video today. I've not had a lot of energy this week, and so I've been trying to get other things done, which means I've not been getting videos done. But my friend Jackie could use a little bit of a pick-me-up today, or a little bit of something to watch. Hopefully this will be okay. It is January, and we have our old calendars sitting on our wall, or we took them off the wall, and what do we do with them now? I don't know. Let's just figure some things out. I actually have probably 4 years worth of calendars here, because my husband just leaves them on the wall. So, ooh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the first page. And of course, my favorite and easiest thing to do, although this one's a little bit thicker, I think I'll save that for something else. All right. Oh, he'll work nicely. So, you take the pretty pictures. You make sure there's nothing too personal on the back. And if there is, you just do some paint over it or something. Or if you're going to use it as a journal page, you just would kind of maybe do some gesso, or you could put some coffee dyed paper on the other side, and then you have a really nice journal page. Okay, so I'm going to do what I always do, coin envelope, because that's my favorite thing to do with these. So I want him to be on the front, I think. I mean, it could be on the back too, because it depends on what's going to happen with the coin envelope. But so I'm just going to make sure that I don't cover it. So I'm just going to fold this over. Sorry, I need my straight side to be able to line that up straight, to be able to get a straight line. So I make sure that it's lined up straight here, so that hopefully that means I'll get it straight. It's not straight here because that's where I tore it. All right, and then it can be as wide as you want. I'm just going to kind of make it so he's, I don't like him too much in the middle. I'm going to make it so he has a little bit more space in front of him than behind him. Make sure it's lined up at the top. And then, so that'll be the front of the envelope. And then this part here, what we could do is just fold that back over this way. So if we want to make it a flip out in a journal, or it could even end up being, well, I guess it's too far over to be, but it could be a flip out in a journal. Well, then you'd have to do it exactly where it folds to do that. Okay, hold on. So to make it a flip out, you don't want it to be out a little bit past the envelope, but not in, because then you're going to end up bending your envelope. Okay, so it's lined up. You can see, you can't, so this can be a flip out, and I will glue this part. No, not gluing yet. We got to fold up the bottom first. Folding up the bottom, and then give myself a nice little fold the top. Alright, now this flip out here is going to get cut down some. I was like, I had another pair of scissors here, it's disappeared. So this fold out part, where this is folded, I'm going to cut an angle to where that fold is on the corner, and cut up and cut an angle. Don't have to be an angle, but I don't know, sometimes tip-ins and tip-outs are kind of nice at an angle. And then also, this part here, I'm going to cut down at an angle to the corner, cut that part down to an angle, cut up to an angle to that, where the folded corners meet, and then cut straight up, because this is the top part, so that's the, okay, and straight down here, because this is the flap for the top. And you go straight across here, and the bottom I did it at, all right, and then where it folds here, I'm also going to do an angle. So this is the part that's going to fold up on the back. So this part in the back, I'm just going to cut off, and usually want to cut it a little bit above that line so it doesn't bulk up, or just to the right of that fold line. Doesn't have to be perfect. So that now this is going to fold up, well, this is going to fold in, and that's going to get glued down. That's going to fold up, and this will be the flap. So now you want to decide if you just kind of want to cut a loop, or if you want to use one of your cutters, make a, you know, you could use one of these just to give yourself a nice divot. Just make sure you don't go further than your flap, that's all. And so I did that, and then I'm just going to kind of come down from the edge here just to give it a little bit more space for putting things in and out of the pocket. Just kind of eyeballing it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so I'm going to glue this side here so that then we'll be able to use the whole pocket. It'll be like a gusset. So we're gluing the outside of this, the part where the picture shows. So we're gluing it. You could use glue stick. You could use whatever glue you like. And then holding that down there. And then this bottom part gets folded up. I got a little extra bulk in there, but that's okay. And there we go. And then if you want to curve, you know, do your corners, you could either use your corner punch, or you can just kind of bring your, don't fold it, don't crease it, just bring your corners together and just curve it. So then you have an envelope. You can use it in a journal, you could use it as a flip out, or you can add something to this side and use it as a page in your journal if you wanted to. And it's super sweet because calendars have really nice pictures, so it's nice to be able to use them. So if you glue this part down, you won't even see that other side. And if you use it to make it another page in a journal, which is totally possible thing to do. Let me see. Like, alright, see, this green doesn't really go with the blue, so I'm just going to fold this in half. Just any scrapbook paper or whatever paper you have that you've used in the past can be used for this. You can use your cutter. You don't have to be ripping like I do. And then you can just kind of glue that down. And then this could be a page in your journal. You line it up the bottom, the middle, it doesn't matter. You just want to make sure that your edges here, actually, here is where, if you go over just a little bit, it's okay. You can give it that way it doesn't get bulked up in the... So now it can be a page in your journal with a little envelope on one side and a paper on the other. You could do that with any paper, including another page in the... You can even do it with another envelope you made. Okay, so this is a little bit heavier. So I would probably cut this down and just do some... I just had it. I'm looking for my cutter. It doesn't have to be a cutter. And just use it for, oh, it's right here in front of my face. Like whatever size tags and whatnot you like to make. Like here. Maybe there. And cut off some of the bottom, which seems, you know, unnecessary for this purpose. And then you have a nice journal card. Back that with some coffee dyed paper or dyed paper or just any kind of paper. And let's see. This here, because this one's kind of blurry down here, so I'm not as interested in that one. But I'm thinking, how tall is this? It's a little less than 8.5, but it could still make a really cute side tuck. And then you don't even have to back it because this was from like the front of the calendar, so it's a little bit thicker. So that would work nicely as a side tuck on a page, and this could be a pocket or a journal card. To make it a journal card, you just want to back it with something. And it's thick enough, I don't really need to use cardstock. I'm just going to back it with some coffee dyed paper, tea dyed paper. I think it's coffee dyed paper. That's it. That's all that's going to happen with that. Super easy. You can add to it. You can put a focal point on it if you want to, but also it's just kind of nice as it is. It's just a nice picture. A lot of times I'll do glue stick in the middle, and then just to make sure that my edges all connect, I'll do, you know, the other glue on the edges a lot of times. I'll let that dry, and then I'll cut it out. Okay, you gotta remember sometimes though that I'm trying to get it to the edge, but it's coffee dyed paper, so it's been wet, so it doesn't lay flat. It's been blowing. Crap, what was that? Oh, I didn't mean to say that. I mean, I know it's not a swear word, but some people might not like their children to hear it. That was a loud noise, just saying. I'll cut that on the trimmer when it's dry. Or now, I don't care. The trimmer that I can't keep my hands on for some reason, because I set it in a different place every time. Just make sure it's straight. Oops. Once you get one straight side, then all the other sides you just do for those sides. And here, I might even trim it down just a little bit. There we go. You can make it a tag, cut off the corners to make it a tag, or just leave it like that around the corners or whatever. Alright, put that in a different place again. Next, calendar page. What can we do with it? Let's see. Oh, what are these? Sand Hill Cranes. They're okay. They might make a fun belly. Oh, they would. They'd probably make kind of a fun pocket or belly band across the page. Now this is thinner, so I probably would want to back it a little bit. And some of those words came through a little bit. And I only need a belly band to be as wide as a page, so just about that wide. So I'm going to cut them off here. And right about there. And right across here. And then, probably won't use that, so I can just go ahead and back it on the same thing just to thicken it up enough so that it can, you know, to sturdy it up a little bit for the for a belly band. That's all. Because it is a little bit heavier than regular paper, so 2 of these should work nicely for that. And I guess if I'd known the size, I could have just glued it together and then ripped it once, but you know, I'm not worrying about perfection here. Then you can ink the edges so the white, you know, since it's all ripped, the inking the edges will actually look kind of nice. Inking. I have my ink right here in this bowl where I've been trying to keep it. This is a darker one, but that's okay. The other one's probably upstairs. Ooh, it's actually a nice color because of the dark brown in the wings of the cranes. So now you can use that like across here, so you glue it here and belly band. So you use your pictures to help determine what it is you want to do with your calendar pages. I know these are all nature. You might not have nature, but whatever you do have will be interesting. Like one year we had a calendar that had like some really interesting, like there was like a bunch of umbrellas. Oh, you could even, okay, so like say if I don't absolutely, that one's, it's okay. I'm going to take this guy and Fussy cut him out to put on a pocket, I think. So if you have pictures on both sides, then you've got something. I might even cut out this bit here And just like they did, I'm going to crop around his head and his wings here. There's a little bit less cutting than if I fussy cut out the whole thing. And I'm starting to get hungry, which annoys me because I ate breakfast late today. I don't necessarily want the words. I mean, yeah, this does give credit to the photographer probably, but for a pocket, I don't really need it that wide anyway, and I don't like that branch there. So cut out whatever you don't like. So now he can be a pocket kind of a guy. Let's see. So now I just need, I don't know where any of my stuff is. Okay. So this is just a page that's like got all inked up, and it's a little dark. I want him to show enough. Let's just go ahead and cut a pocket size. He is about 4.5 inches, so I need at least 5 inches. So this is where I was doing the bubbles. This is where like I'll do, yeah, 5 and a quarter. I don't know, somewhere around there. Gotta be shorter than the page itself, right? And then we'll start with 3.5 and see how we like it from. I was gonna do this way though, wasn't I? 3.5. It's kind of deep. Let's do 3.25. Let's do 3. Okay. So yeah, random pieces that you don't love as a whole, you cut them down and you might like them better. Like I could put some book page behind him, but he's kind of cool just like that. So I'm good with that. Let's just go ahead and glue him on there. These are just papers I had on my desk because I was like, okay, I have a lot of these bubble papers. What can I do with them? That's kind of what happened here. So this is like great for any kind of nature journal. So look through your calendars and see what's in there that you like. Maybe it's even numbers. Maybe it's numbers you like. I don't usually put things in the middle, but he'd be weird if he's off to the side. So there's that. I can go ahead and put a notch in the top if I want to remember. And that's about the middle there, give or take. And this is on either, I think it's on I think it's on watercolor paper, so it's nice and heavy. Don't need to back it. So there we go. Another thing from the calendar. Alright, so I mean this one was okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean you could even just use it as a page in a journal, or use it as a pocket. You could just do this. I usually do a bit of ink this way, and a bit of ink, I mean glue, oh my word, and then close it, and then just glue the bottom here. And if you remember before you glue it, you can put a little notch in it if you want to. If you want just the notch in the front, which I could still do, potentially. And then if I wanted to, I could just put a little piece of something back there. You could even use just like the top of this. I might save that in case I want to use it for a base for something. Oops, that would be cool. Just gonna, I'm like, what's on my shirt? Piece of paper, of course. Why not? Why not a piece of paper? I just kind of like that that was kind of gray, and the, okay, good. And that was kind of gray, so there we go. Whoops, pocket for a page. It could be a double pocket. You could put it on like this. to have it be 2 top pockets, or you can put the back on like this and do a side pocket and a top pocket. That's what I'd be probably more apt to do, or I do it as like a tuck spot. So I glue on the back there, and it'd be a tuck spot and a pocket. All right. What other ideas can we have? And I'm sure you have your own ideas too. You know, you can just listen to what the paper says too, you know. Oh shoot. I'm going to have to block some of that. I forget some that I've got things on here that I need to not be showing people. Oh, and then these backs here, you can cut these out and use them as little mini journal tags, little mini things or whatever. They're just really cute. Nice giant bee. See, I would probably go ahead and just kind of line the back of this. I'm going to line the back of this with a piece of, because it all needs to get covered anyway. And then this can be a journal page in a bee journal, and it'll be perfect. Yeah, I have names of clients on this, so I'll glue that later. And just know that then it'll become a page in a journal. I might even keep it like this so that you have the outside edges, and then I might do a little bit of stamping around the edge too, but you know, first things first, got to get it glued on there, but I'll do that off camera. Also, I need to make sure that I don't show the pages from. Alright, this one's okay. Oh, the butterfly is pretty. Oh, those birds are so cute. Okay, well, they'd be cute. Oh, he's feeding him bugs, but whatever. Or she's feeding him bugs. Oh, let's see. How short can I get this? How short is the page? See, he kind of makes me laugh because he's kind of like pouty off to the side. So I would not be opposed to putting him on the back of the pocket, or not pocket, but oh no. He's also going to have to be put to the back. I like to use my tear ruler. I like to have an uneven edge on the back of my... Alright, so now he looks like he's mad at him, and he looks like they're having a fight. And we have them on the front, which is cute. Okay. Just make another coin envelope. It's fine. It's fine. Coin envelopes are fine. Alright, we already saw how to do that, so I will cut all that off and do all that later. Oh, and I said these could make like little like faux stamps, especially if you cut them with a deckled edge scissors or let's see. So if if you were to watch, Carrie the Crafter has a good video, a couple of videos I think, on stamps and how he turns stamps he doesn't like into stamps he does like. So the pictures from these would be good to use. Some of the pictures might be too big, but like you just cut them down to the size you need. You don't have to use the whole picture. Like if I cut this bee down, or the fox, like the fox could easily be cut down to a stamp size. You know, just cut him down, and now he probably would fit, or you can even cut him down a little bit more and he'd fit on a stamp. Or these could just be stamps, and then you could back them on some white paper or whatever kind of, you know, you could just back them and give them a border. We'll do one. We'll back one. You could do it on cardstock. You could do it on, see, this is the outside layer of the calendar, so it's a little bit thicker. So I think it would be okay to do it on just this kind of paper. I was trying to think if we could get a darker, not quite wide enough. Or you could use colors or white. Let's see, or what's this? Or just some painty paper even. That doesn't work. But either way, whatever you use, I think cardstock might be a little bit better. for backing those with. And I don't have, oh I do, I had that other piece. Where is it? Where'd it go? Who took it? Pretty sure I've got some of, this is cardstock. That'll work. So I would just kind of glue it on there, however, and then cut around it to get to make it just stop, you know, to just kind of cut, try to cut straight. I mean, if I didn't rip it straight in the first place, it's not going to be super great, but that's okay. If you want it perfect, you can do it on a cutter, but I'm not caring about perfect. So then you kind of have like a faux stamp. You can go ahead and add some numbers or some other stamping and whatnot. I was thinking you could even get numbers off of here. So you could go ahead and just cut out some of the numbers if you want to use those on things. So like this could be like a 5-cent stamp. That'd be cute. Why not? I mean, you can add your cent sign. I do have a cent sign stamp. Or you could just write it, or you could just put 5. I don't even know if they even put the cent stamp. They used to. I don't know if they do anymore. They just put freedom now, right? Forever, not freedom. Forever stamps is basically what they are now. And if you don't have like postal stamps, you could just use something round. I'm trying to put the cover on my glue. It's not wanting to come out. And just kind of, well, it worked a little bit on there, but not. Okay, you might have to move it a little bit more. Now it just looks dirty, but that's alright. I do have some postage stamps, so I could do that a little bit later. Potentially. Or I could do a little airmail across there. Red would be good for that, right? I think so. Oh my goodness. Let me find my red. It's probably here. Yep, right there. Oh, that's okay. Yep, airmail because they're birds. There we go. Airmail. So, you know, little faux stamps you could do with the little pictures in the back. Or you could even, let's see. Where's some more? You could use them on, put it away, on a tag and kind of, like if you have any that are like similar, like, let's see, are there any here that kind of go, well, there are some different landscape ones. There would be another landscape one if I hadn't torn the 5 out of there. Was not paying attention. See, I would probably want at least 3 if I was going to stack them on a tag or put them on a tag. Let's see. Oh, I've got at least 3 landscapes here. They could work. They don't have to just be the landscapes. I could do like a bird or a lion in the middle. This is the fun part here where you're just watching me rip out little tiny pictures. Super fun, I know. So exciting. Just trying to figure out other ways to use them, that's all. You know, if you don't have to reuse your calendars, you can throw them away. It's okay. But you probably, if you bought it because you like the pictures. So you might want to use them in your journal. And if they're free, well, you do you, boo. You do whatever it is you want to do. Now, let's find a base. We can just go ahead and use this for a base. Seriously, I put the cutter in a different place again. Can't stand myself sometimes. I just want to know where my cutter is. Okay, so these are like almost 2 inches. So I think 2.5 inches. I don't need to go any wider than that on my tag. Or actually it could be a belly band. Maybe we'll do a belly band. Putting it over there. I'm thirsty. So this should be 8.5 inches tall, which would be kind of, but you could, like say you're doing a travel journal, and you could just kind of line all these up with all these, and then just glue them down like that, and then you could, oh, I got some ideas, I think. I'm going to edge them all though. Might be nice if they were backed on white too, just because then they're kind of like the photograph that has the white around the edges. It would be kind of cool. I don't know that I want to do that right this second. But then, I don't know, they'd kind of have like a photograph look if you then outlined them with white. All right, let's find some white. I don't have white paper here. This will work. Alright, I'm going to pause and glue these down. Be right back. Alright, so you could put them on straight like I showed you the first time, or you can even just do them like this, which might, you know, kind of hide the fact that some of them are crooked. And if you do that, you can probably just do 3 if you wanted to. But also you could kind of stick in these other 2. Do I like those with the other ones or not? I might do these squarish ones straight and do the other ones crooked, kind of, sort of. I don't know, maybe I like it, well, because some of the pictures themselves are crooked. You know, we're just gonna glue them on however, and then so I just saw that that reel came up yesterday, the and then with Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna put this blue one up here. Just kind of put him a little bit straighter. Put this darkest one down at the bottom. I don't know why, because I like the darker ones at the bottom. And just using glue stick. Okay, and maybe do that one really angled. Alright. So then what I was thinking is kind of outlining them with pen. This is one of my favorites, is the Micron PN, but they run out of ink really fast, or I just use them a lot. I don't know. But I'm just gonna kind of outline them, and I'm doing my little squiggly outline, so it doesn't, so if it's not perfect, it's okay. And so yeah, just outlining. So the big ones I'm going to outline as if they're on top, I think. So that when I outline this bottom one, it's going to be on the outside of that one. So I'm not going to overlap those, whoops. I am, however, going to forget the distance I wanted to do there. That's okay. We'll just do a double line there. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Maybe we'll do a triple line. It's okay. We're just, maybe we'll do that here too. Maybe we'll do that down here too. Hey, you just, if you make a mistake, just do it again and again like you did it on purpose. Alright, so yeah, this one, the bigger one, I'm making the upper one, I should say. It's the one that will go to there, and then this one will be under it, so to speak. Whoops, and I didn't really pay attention to the other thing, the bottom, where I'm going to be kind of doing that double line on the bottom. Alright, somebody wanted me to show how I do these lines. There's nothing special about them. I do a line, and then I do a little scribble, and then I do a little line. So now they're like outlined. You can even do that around the whole thing. So, okay, so can you see? Alright, so I draw a line, and then I just kind of do a little squiggle, and then squiggle. That's all my little barbed wire thing is. I just call it barbed wire because it kind of looks like that. Sometimes it might just, you know, whoops. Sometimes it's not much, and I try not to do them equally because I don't know, I just like them to be not perfect and equal. Hold on, let me see if I can. Alright, so you ready? So I go like this, and I just kind of go like, oh, my pen's not doing, I just do a squiggle. I don't know, it comes out different every time. It's not perfect, which is fine. Nope. So draw a line, squiggle. Or if you want it to be a little bit more, if you want to be like a barbed wire, just do little X's, because that's basically barbed wire is, right? Craft-a-lanch. Oops, I'm off. It's hard to figure this out. Okay, here we go. Can you see? No, you can't see. But it kind of ends up looking a little bit like barbed wire. That's why I call it that. So then, oops. There we go. How's that better? Then we have that. So, we have it could be a pocket on the side of a page, or it can be a belly band, and you would just glue it here and here and glue it on the page, and then you'd be able to tuck something behind it. Easy peasy. And here it is. I did go ahead and glue him on here while I was, now the problem with him, not the problem, but the thing with him is to make it a page in a journal, you're gonna have to fold it here. So then you'll have probably another piece you can fold here. So you just lose a little bit of his wing. I might sew this page onto the back page as well. And then, so this could be a flip out, or it could be a side tuck on the side of the page over here. And then that can be a page in your journal. Just have to pay attention to what your pictures are doing. Or I could have fussy cut him out completely and glued him on a giant tag or on a journal page. That would have worked as well. All right, do we want to do any more? Are we past tax season so we can not worry so much? Oh, okay, I know what pictures are in here because I just started. Let's try another one. We'll just stay out of tax season. Because that's when I go visit. Alright, this one feels a little bit heavier. Let's see. We've got, oh, see, these are bigger. So these will make nice little focal points. Or nice little baby journal cards and whatnot. Let's see. Well, I would have used that one, but my husband wrote with red pen all over it. He's kind of cute. And the wolf is cool. Alright, let me... Alright, so this one has this, so I'll probably tear that off. These are much larger pieces. He could totally be fussy cut and put on a page, or he could be a page. Most pages are going to be just about this. Oh, we lose his tail. I don't want to lose his tail. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to fold it a little bit more this way, just so we don't have to lose his tail. And then, you can even, don't have to have a flip out, we could just tear this part off. Now he can be a page in a journal. I'm going to tear off this top part, because then we have that hole out of the way. And, whoops. I think that's just going to end up getting in the way, that bottom part. Plus, see, and now it's the right height. So, journal page, because he's so cute. Oh, yes, he is. Let's see, what else do we have? This one is this one show all the pictures? No, this one's just... Oh, this one would be good to use. It's motivations. So it would be good to use the words for. Like you could just use the words if you wanted to. You could use them in the center of a journal. So yeah, nurture. So yeah, so these I'd probably use as like center pages in a journal. They might be a little bit on the wide side, but that's okay. So I'd probably just go ahead and maybe paint the backs of them. Let's see. Just make sure that there's no... That's just work schedule. That's not a big deal. Alright, so I would probably go ahead and figure out the colors on this side and find something that would work. Green would work, just like a light green. But I also want something that is, what is the word? Or I just could use white too. I want something that is, oh my word, opaque. Thank you. Opaque is the word I'm looking for. All right, here. I have, oh, what about this color? Yeah, no. Let's just pull out our... No, some of these are Master's Touch. Most of these are Amsterdam. See, that's not quite the right blues. I don't like that blue. That's not my favorite blue. Why did I pick this page? I don't know. Why? Why did I pick this page? Oh, that would work. I don't know how opaque it is. Might need a couple... Just want to be able to write on the other side, basically, or decorate the other side or something. Get finger paint all over your finger. That's fun too. I'll probably cut that top part off anyway. Now I think, well, yeah, using a brush you could get this thicker, but also just doing layers of paint will work too. So I might start with this paint and then add some other layers, which will give it interest. And could have kept that picture down at the bottom, but I didn't think about it till just now. Yeah, it's alright, it's not that great. But even that makes it more usable than it was. You see some numbers back there, but you could still write on that. Once it dries, I might add another color, like another blue maybe. Oh, we got a little bit on the front. That's okay too. Just, you can clean it off or you can let it be. Let it be. Let it be. There we go. So yeah, you can just paint the back. You might want to be more careful and not get it all over the front, but I'm not overly bothered by that. Let's see. So this one, wasn't I going to... Let me clean this up. She's gonna what? You heard her. She's gonna attempt to clean it up. At least get the wet paint off of there. It's okay if it's dried on there. It's not a big deal. Just don't need paint spreading. It's like as much as I love paint, it could be like a disease and it could spread like wildfire. Let's see. What do I have here? Some of these global land stamps. I think I'm going to use this down in the corner. And what do we have? Our butterfly is purple. Should we use purple? I don't have. I mean, I have purple, but I don't have. I think what I might actually use is the wild honey. That's what I was thinking. Just to bring, oops. Let's see, maybe down here in this corner. And then maybe these words and whatnot down in this corner. And Maybe I just kind of want to bring the yellow out some more. This one is kind of random. So yeah, kind of like I did with the Audubon birds. Just kind of like add some stamping. Doesn't have to be perfect stamping. Just here and there. Kind of makes the background not quite so perfectly white and whatnot, which is fine. Even bring some in the middle here, just whatever's left there. So there we go. So there, that just kind of added a little bit of interest to the page. Didn't take, you know, still light enough to be able to write on it if you want this to be a writing page. Could even add stamping to the back if you wanted to. So, we have journal pages, envelopes, that's one of my favorite things to do with calendars, pockets, belly band, sideways, horizontal, so vertical belly band, horizontal belly band, journal card or tag, side pocket, lots of things that you can do with your calendar pages. Center page, I'm going to fold that in half because it is a short enough word that I can cut off the, or you could even back it with a digital if you wanted to. Like, the thing about backing it is it made it a little bit harder. It's weird. It just is really thick. But I'm going to sew that around the edges and that will help too. So center page or even just a page. I might just go ahead and, if I do like collage on the, because you could also collage on the back. Let me make sure there's nothing. Oh, hold on. I do have a client name on there and her address, so that's not good. What I'll probably do is just put a piece there first. So like if I were going to collage on the back of this, okay, I would collage this side, leave this blank, and then collage the other side. That way it will fold nicer and easier. So that's my suggestion for that. All right. So, I hope you got some good ideas for your calendars. If you didn't want, you know, if they're still hanging up there and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with it. Now you have some ideas. And I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you guys.